Release Summit. We're doing another Velocity Voices, and we have Elango Thevar from Neer.ai tackling a unique problem that everyone has around water and using AI to do that. Elango, well, welcome, and he's actually a former pub pitch crawl participant, and so tell us a little bit about what you're doing over at Neer.ai and what's happened since the pitch pub crawl, and tell us more about Neer.
Yeah, thanks, DJ. Before I jump in, appreciate the honor of being in your show, especially Velocity Pub Crawl, and I had a tremendous experience. How to pitch, and also being a great supporter for Neer all this time. So yeah, Neer is leverages machine learning or artificial intelligence technology to help communities to manage their water, sewer, and stormwater infrastructure more efficiently. In a term, we can actually predict where the leaks are in the pipes, and we can also predict when the pipe is going to fail. Using our proprietary AI algorithm, we able to develop the technology using data set from these communities that we can analyze more than 200 variables, and we bring in some other open source data like soil type, groundwater, and the land use type. And using all those information, we can provide that intelligence to the communities. Which pipe is going to fail in the next 18 months, and the communities can optimize their operations or maybe replace those pipes before it fails. Because when it fails, an average water main break cost at least $50,000 minimum if it's a smaller pipe, and then you can go all the way up to more than a million, or could be 10 million if it's somebody got injured. Yeah, so if nobody got hurt, you're in the low ball, kind of a little bit, 100,000 and 200,000 if it's a small pipe. But if it's a really big main disrupting the traffic,
the money's flowing like water to fix that, right?
Yeah.
Holy cow, I had no idea.
So it is a very expensive when it actually doing the reactive repairs. So that's why we come in. Neer wants to change, this industry that more proactive than reactive. That's what we differ, and we do water, sewer, and stormwater infrastructure all in cloud-based platform. And we also provide real-time intelligence, exactly what is happening within the pipe. So we have a hydraulic tool that calculates the flow, depth, velocity, and pressure for all these three different systems. So they can monitor this, live exactly what's going on, and they can also use this intelligence to, do any future improvement project in your city. So it's a huge, tool that can leverage, to anything with their water, sewer, and stormwater infrastructure.
So, okay. So Elango, how did you get into this? I mean, obviously it's a big problem, but I mean, I've been around for a while, and I pay my water bill and everything. I had no idea that was that expensive. Obviously, hopefully our city administrators and city governments are aware. But how did you stumble onto this, and what made it attractive to get into this?
Yeah, so I'll just go back way in my childhood time. I grew up in India, very, very small town, less than 500 people, way in South India. You can actually see Sri Lanka from my hometown, that tip of the India. Less than 500 people, no running water. And as a kid, you're supposed to go out and fetch water from this community well to, back to your house and keep it for like 2 or 3 days for drinking and cooking purposes. So at that time, I really hated it. I never thought about the value of water. You take out your playing time and stuff like that. Fast forward, I have a fortunate to come here for higher studies, and I did pick the civil engineering a track. And as soon as you graduated, you got your first job, and you totally fell in love with the infrastructure. It fascinated me. As the day I landed in America, that kind of like I was impressed by the visible infrastructure first, but when you start understanding the millions of miles, yeah, There is approximately 3.5 million miles of pipe underneath our ground. That actually brings clean water to our house and also takes the dirty water away from our houses, and also collects rainwater. So it's a massive infrastructure, but it's failing very, very rapidly because the different times of the construction happened in the last 150 years through, late 1800, after World War II, and also, late 1970s. So it is failing because every pipe is reaching their life, so, and the city constantly has to optimize it, and given their limited capital and human resources they have, they don't have tons of tools. The last 15 years I helped a lot of communities in the Midwest and also some overseas clients, and I was keep running into the same problem over and over and over again. Somebody, I wish somebody created a tool that can actually manage the entire system in a cloud-based platform, and also not only just reactive, because you're always chasing the problem, right? So
Right.
and that's what I got, okay, it's time, I have to do something about it. It can actually change the entire landscape of the water sector. And we are very excited because we are the only innovative company in this space that does everything in one cloud-based platform, and leverages the technology, artificial intelligence, and provide this very affordable solution. It doesn't matter how big or how small your community is. And that is kind of, I'm very proud of that, our team able to create this tool, to reach to the very, very grassroots of communities. I'm talking about 500 people, or even like less than 500 people. There are a
Okay.
lot of utilities. Yeah.
So even rural water districts to large cities such as Chicago or New York, and then everybody in between.
Absolutely. So that's kind of like the motivation, because of my childhood experience, that we need a tool that works for everybody, not for only few cities. We have seen tools that, created only for big cities, and, very expensive artificial intelligence. When you talk about artificial intelligence itself, it's a very expensive technology, to, implement, at a very high scale. But be able to come up, create a solution. That's what the pricing also, we talked about it before. We put the price up in the website. There's no company, you can go ahead and look at any water startup in the world. They don't put the price in, because we need to let the community know exactly how much pay. So the basic version is $100 a month, which is nothing for, that's what we pay for our cell phone bill. For the $100 per month, you can do everything: water, sewer, and stormwater, and and be proactive, and get that real-time intelligence. Nobody has done it in this space. So that's what I'm very excited about.
Yeah, what I find interesting is that I didn't know that that you had grown up in India, and that you had. I mean, and you hear about people having to go get their water. I mean, I grew up in suburbia, and I'm used to going to the faucet and just turning the water on, and I expect it to be cold, and then when I turn it to hot, it needs to be hot, and it's not. Well, what's wrong, and just a whole different perspective and different paradigm that you've come from that I think is unique. One question is, you kind of alluded to it. Doesn't sound like you have a real competitor in this space. Do you have competitors, or they do part of what you do, or I mean, tell me a little bit more.
Yeah, I'm gonna answer that as an investor. There's always a competition.
Right.
There is bits and pieces, meaning the market is so fragmented, and they focus on, they have AIPs focus on drinking water side, and they also target only big cities, and they have, on the CCTV, if you put a camera, there is kind of a, smaller pieces. Nobody consolidated everything into
Okay.
a single, dashboard. And you see like 6 different products targeting like a drinking water, wastewater, and stormwater, real-time side, and the prediction side. But there is nobody, combined everything. Artificial intelligence itself, a very new thing to bringing into the water infrastructure. So there is a few competition here and there, but it's a very young industry. You can literally count how many companies are in this space, entire world. Like maybe 5 to 10 companies are there, and they were doing like a very minor things. But we are the only company that everything is cloud-based. We combine the real-time intelligence and the predictive analytics and asset management side, but we have a much bigger vision for the product that, we wanted to add a lot of, tracking, like, water flooding and water quality, not only the pipes, but also the open channel, and the people able to, see exactly what's happening in terms of flooding and stuff like that. So yeah, we're just getting started.
Well, yeah, I was going to say, because I know I've had some concerns. I've got a place down on the lake with really hard water, and I'd like, but at the end of the day, I get water out of my faucet here in Lee Summit, and is it safe to drink? And should I filter it and all that? And you have to trust that the testing they're doing is accurate. But hey, having a third party would be excellent. So hey, I know you've had some recent successes. Can you tell us a little bit about some of those?
Yeah. So we recently got selected into a accelerator program in Wisconsin called Generator, which is they select only 5 companies, each cohort, and very prestigious, program. And a lot of competition. They select one, like I said, it's only 5 companies. We are one of the 5 companies. Um, we got selected. It comes with $100,000 investment. This is the first money we took from outside capital. We bootstrapped this company. So, but the program itself, I learned so much in the last few weeks, and in terms of connection to investors, connection to customers, and the exposure, it's amazing. I think we are almost like a 6th or 7th week into the program. Everything is virtual given the situation.
Right.
But we are just getting started, DJ. I'm very proud. We are based in Kansas City, and thanks for all your support. The last one, it really helped me pitch my pitch. The caught a lot better. By just even do
Hey, you know
the
how
pub.
you get better is doing it. Just do it.
Yeah, it's the pub crawl, and always people tell me, oh, you got a great idea, but your pitch is so horrible. You got to work on your pitch. I was like, okay, I have to, every time, you get an opportunity, you just have to do it. It doesn't matter, what the return is. But I'm glad I did and all those stuff. It really helped me. And so, yeah, thank you so much for all your help. And we're just, like I said, we're just getting started. There's a lot of great news to come. So stay tuned. We're just going to hire a lot of people pretty soon. So we will be here in Kansas City. We won't move anywhere. So this is kind of our base. So
Hey, real quick, what as we're wrapping up, getting towards our end, is what can we do as a community? What can we do to help you? Where are your needs at? Is it getting the word out? I mean, are you having trouble? I mean, obviously the city administrators are spending a lot of money on this and everything, so they know. Is it more just getting the word out and getting you in front of people? I mean, how can we help?
yeah, all we need is a 15 to 30 minute of their time. We want to show the demo of the product, and how incredibly innovative our product is. So getting that first appointment with the city engineer is the challenge here, because we are a young startup. So yeah, any connection to the director of public works, or city mayors that can give us the 30 minutes of their time, so we can actually show the demo of the product, and even be ready to give like a 3 months to 6 months free license for them to test out, and show the power of our platform. So yeah, any connection
Wow.
to the city officials, the decision makers, getting in front of them and getting that 15-minute time would be hugely helpful for us. That would be really helpful. Yeah.
Awesome. Well, Longo, we appreciate your time, and we look forward to doing this again with you as you make have more success. Because I don't see how you're not going to be successful. So, hey, we appreciate it, and keep up the hard work. Thank you again.
Thanks, DJ. I appreciate